Welcome back to Level Up. I'm Priyanka and today we're going to continue with the first chapter of Grade 8 Mathematics, which is rational numbers. And this video is the second part of the chapter. For part 1 and for the succeeding parts of this chapter, please click on the links given in the description box. So now we move on to the commutative property. Now, according to the commutative property, changing the order of the numbers does not change the final answer. Now you may pause the video to relate the property to the image. Let us see if the following operations are closed under the commutative property. First, let us look at it for addition. The examples I have given here is 0 plus 7 and 7 plus 0. Even though we interchange the places of 0 and 7, the final sum remains 7. This proves that addition is closed under the commutative property. Let us move on to subtraction. Here we have positive 5 minus negative 3 and negative 3 minus 5. Now when you simplify this, you get positive 8 and negative 8 respectively as the answers. Even though their face values are same, 8 and negative 8 are not the same. Therefore, since their values are differing, subtraction is not closed under the commutative property. Let us move on to multiplication. Here we have 2 by 3 into 6 by 4, which when you simplify, you will get 1. And in the second example, we have 6 by 4 into 2 by 3, which when you simplify, you again get 1. This proves that multiplication is closed under the commutative property. Finally, division. 14 by 2 gives you 2, whereas 7 by 14 gives you 1 by 2, and 2 and 1 by 2 are not equal. Therefore, division is not closed under the commutative property. Now let us move on to the associativity property. This property states that we can add or multiply the given numbers regardless of how they are grouped. Let us get into some vocabularies now. Grouping of numbers refers to the different possible placements of the parentheses. The parentheses. Never heard of that, huh? Don't worry. It simply refers to simple brackets like these. Here in the example, you've got 5 into 4 into 2, where 5 and 4 are under the parentheses. And here you've got 5 into 4 into 2, where 4 and 2 are in the parentheses. When you simplify them, you get the same answer, which is 40. Therefore, we've already proven that multiplication is closed under the associativity property. Now let us see if the associativity property applies to the following operations. First, let us look at addition. Here we are adding 1 plus 7 plus 5, where 7 and 5 are under the parentheses. When you solve it, you get 13 as your answer. Next, when you add 1 plus 7 in the parentheses and then add a 5 to it, the final sum still remains 13, which proves that addition is closed under the associativity property. Let us move on to the second operation, which is subtraction. Here you have 5 minus 3 plus 6, which are in parentheses. When you solve the left hand side of this equation, you get negative 4 as your answer. Now, when you subtract 5 minus 3 under the parentheses and then add a 6 to it, the final answer changes to 8. We know that negative 4 is not equal to 8. Therefore, subtraction is not closed under associativity property. The next operation is multiplication, which we already proved in the previous slide. You may refer to this example. And conclusion, multiplication is closed under the associativity property. Finally, division. Here you have 1000 divided by 20 in parentheses divided by 5, which gives you the answer 1. In the next set, you have 100 divided by 20 divided by 5 in parentheses. And when you solve that, you get 25 as your answer. Therefore, division is not closed under associativity property. Now let us look at the roles of few numbers which are recognized in the field of mathematics. First, let us look at the role of 0 in addition. We know that any number a added by 0 gives you the same a, which is why 0 is also known as the additive identity. For multiplication, whenever you multiply any number a with 0, the answer is it's 0. Sorry, there's a typo here, but it's 0. Alright, and there is no specific name for 0 in the operation of multiplication. Now let us look at the rule of 1. When you multiply any number a with 1, the final answer you get remains a, which is why 1 is also known as the multiplicative identity. For division, whenever you multiply any number by 1, the final answer you get is a, which is the number you had primarily chosen. Thank you. This was the second part of the chapter Rational Numbers. As I already told in the first slide, for the first part and the subsequent parts of this chapter, please click on the links given below in the description box. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel if you found this video helpful, and do check out our channels for more videos on social studies, English, science and mathematics. Share this video with anyone who you might find helpful, and that's it. I'll see you in the next part of the same chapter soon. Bye.